Good afternoon, guys. So we are now look about 3D applications. Before that, I want to introduce myself. My name is K.GaneshGandhi. I'm working in Atom Studio as a rich media developer. Past 1.5 years, I'm creating some stuffs in in our organizations and something. So I'm also new to the 3D application development, so I'm going to take about the basics knowledge about the 3D applications. So that's all about my introductions. Okay, now we are go to our session. So what is the topic today? How to create a 3D application in a Flash platform. So now we are going in our journey. Now the journey starts. So before we want to know one thing. Before creating a 3D application, we must know what is these steps. So everybody know this 4 things. I think so. I hope so. So, and once again, I'm just introduce this members to you. What is Flash and what is Flex? What is Flash Player and what is Air? Right? So first we want to know about Flash. What is Flash? So Flash is basically it is a 2D animation software for creating interactive animations and interactive web contents and games, small amount of games in your websites. Like this type of steps you can create from a Flash. So Flash is a very big and I like very much because Flash is most excellent things are there to create a vector graphics. And one is the important thing is it is only creating a 2D animations and 2D drawings, not for a 3D. It is not a 3D software. It is purely for a 2D animation software. And we will go to the next topic. What is Flex? So before, okay, I will explain first Flex. Flex is a rich internet application development tool to create your rich internet applications. What is the rich means? Interactive, most animated and creative effects. This type of steps are called rich. We have 2 types of web applications now after coming this. One is web traditional applications and rich internet applications. Now we can create from rich internet application through the Flex softwares. So this is about Flex, and someone have some doubts. What is the difference between the Flash and Flex? There is no difference between the Flash and Flex. There is only a little bit difference between the Flash and Flex. Flash has a timeline and stage, drawing tools to do your steps and creating your steps. Flex has no timeline and stage and drawing tools to create character animations and drawings. Then but Flex has other thing called MXML language to create your user interface. So these are the major difference has between the Flex and Flash. So we will move on the third one. So third one is obviously everyone have in your systems, that's called a Flash Player. Flash Player is a plugin to run your Flash stuffs in your web browsers. So that's all about the Flash Player. There is everything is a known one, so I don't take much time to explain about the Flash Player. So I will go to the next one called Air. So Air is important thing. It is created by the Adobe corporations for run your Flash and Flex stuffs in a desktop, and other all it can run the HTML and Ajax stuffs also in desktop through the Air. So Air is basically it is a runtime environment run your Ajax, HTML and Flash and Flex stuffs in desktop. So these are about the introductions about Flex, Flash and Flash Player and Air. So that's all about the introduction about these 4 steps. Why I'm explaining these things? We must know what is platform, what is Flash platform. So only I'm explaining this 4 steps to you. Before I'm started, I'm telling you this is only a basic steps it is not a expert level session. This is only a basic level session, so I'm just taking some steps to you. Okay, we will move our topic 3D features in Flash platform. Before we want to know and create a 3D application, we must know what is the features, how to 3D feature implement in the Flash platform. Now this 3D feature only available after Flash Player 10 and later version, and AR 1.5 and later versions. Now if you are trying to so what is 3D? I want to ask someone. You have anyone to know what is 3D? Anyone have? No. Everything else, no man. Okay, no problem. So 3D is nothing. We have a 3-dimension. Some object have a 3-dimension, or you are showing an object in a 3-dimension way. That is 3D, right? So that thing is implemented in a Flash platform. That means in a Flash Player 10 and 1.5 they are implementing these features. This is a cool feature in Flash Player and AR technology. So we will how to achieve this 3D feature in a Flash platform. We know about that thing. So there is nothing there for a 3D tools to create a 3D drawings and 3D effects in Flash platforms. They are expanding the 2D APIs to creating they are creating the illusions, they are creating the impassion of 3D. They are just expanding the 2D API to show you as a 3D. Okay, do you understand? Right. So, and we have a lots of open source 3D open source libraries are there to achieve this 3D steps. I'll show you what are the. So now here are some images there. Before Flash Player 9 and the older version only have a X and Y coordination to show your objects. Now we have a third dimension called Z axis to show your 2D object in a 3D panel. So it can show your plane in a 3D panel, in a 3D view. So the Z axis will help you to show your plane in a 3D way. So we will move on this open sources. Okay, this is a 3D open sources are for available for the Flash platform. And also this is called as a 3D engines for run your 3D effects in a Flash platform. Paper Vision 3D is the most popular 3D engine for the Flash platform, and Away 3D also is the same. Away 3D has implemented in Formwell and Capweld in Facebook, and Sandy 3D also is a familiar one, and etc. Some steps are there except these three things. Okay, we must okay, we'll move on the next thing. 3D related features supporting in our classes. Okay, now I'm telling you the new feature is implemented in a Flash Player 10. So 3D feature is implemented in a Flash Player 10. They are adding some features in the existing API and adding the new classes for a 3D. So here the Flash display object has a new property called Z and rotate X and rotate Y and rotate Z for show your 3D plans in a 3D view. So there is an option there. They are adding already there. Display object or class is there in Flex and Flash. Now they are adding a new feature to implement this 3D features, and other things are classes for supporting to create a 3D effects in your Flash platform. Okay, now the boring stuff, coding part. Okay, now we are going to the coding part. So I don't take much time to explain this type of codings. I'm just tell about what's happening there in the code.